Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hilltoppers will get us started with the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So FIU's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man to the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep. And that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jenkins. Caught. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And the Panthers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around.
Makes a diving catch along the left sideline. He was showing off those wide receiver skills out of the backfield, making that diving grab.
And if you're going to be a running back nowadays, you're going to the wide receiver drills during practice. Like, you have to be a weapon that we can use all over the field. And you see why. He's got mitts. He looks like a wide receiver.
Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Panthers. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off. 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense. Get the passing touchdown and get this party started right.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Western Kentucky's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchison. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Stone. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second down.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Florida International.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Fakes the grab, breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week, and for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sims. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Dumps it off in the flats. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Barry. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The play action fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. There he goes. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his man. It's Stone. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Western
come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Here comes the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On target to the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Got it in the middle, it's Perry. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Stone. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll go to the air. Backs looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The receiver on the jet sweep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice.
Turning it on.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. And that one will give them the lead. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Jenkins. This one's complete. Oh, what a move to get open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Payne. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Looking down the middle. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant.
Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this second and short. They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Hart. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hart. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires left. Makes the grab. It's Mack. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Panthers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making it.
Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
The throw to the outside is complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Florida International. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game.
The return is tackled down at the 46. The Florida International offense.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Finds the tight end. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Perry. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is notched.
Touchdown, Panthers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hart. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. The quick out. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Meyer. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Western Kentucky.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Hutchinson. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Fourth down coming up.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.